When I walked into the room, everyone yelled, "Surprise!" But the real surprise was mine. My partner stood there, grinning, surrounded by friends I didn't recognize. I thought I knew all their friends, but these faces were new, and the uneasy feeling in my stomach grew. As we mingled, I overheard snippets of conversations that made my blood run cold. People were talking about a work trip my partner had taken, a trip I knew nothing about. My heart pounded as I put on a fake smile, trying to piece together the puzzle forming in my mind. Later that night, after the guests had left and the house was quiet, I confronted my partner. They brushed it off, saying it was just a last-minute business thing they forgot to mention, but the lies were too obvious, and I felt my anger rising. I pressed harder, demanding the truth. That's when they snapped, confessing that they'd been seeing someone else for months. The shock hit me like a freight train. The person I thought I knew was a stranger, living a double life. As the weeks passed, more secrets spilled out. My partner had another apartment, another circle of friends, an entire life I was never a part of. I felt like I was living in a nightmare, my reality crumbling around me. Each revelation was a dagger to my heart, and I couldn't help but wonder how I had been so blind. The betrayal cut deep, and I found myself questioning my own worth. How could I have been so naive, so trusting? In the end, the twist came not from my partner, but from within me. As I packed my bags to leave, I realized that I had allowed myself to become so consumed by the relationship that I had lost sight of who I was. The double life wasn't just theirs, it was mine too. I had been living a lie, pretending everything was perfect, ignoring the red flags waving in my face. Walking away was the hardest thing I'd ever done, but it was also the most liberating. For the first time in a long time, I was choosing me.